My name is Lucy Chamberlain. I'm a head gardener, a garden writer and a podcaster, and I absolutely love growing my own food. This garden I actually drew on a piece of graph paper back in 2014. We just got married and bought the house and we're renovating, and the garden really captured my imagination. I could see it was a big area and I really was desperate to have my own edible plot. And to see the garden transform from what I drew into the reality of what we see today was just such a wonderful experience. I feel so lucky. Just being surrounded by nature is incredibly special. There's birdsong here. We're right by an estuary, so we often hear oyster catchers and geese flying overhead, which is really gorgeous. There's stag beetle in the garden. I put a log pile together in the shadier corner of the plot. Nature is lovely. Sometimes I can be in the garden at 4:35 in the summer. It's just me, a cup of tea, maybe the cat or the dog, and these birds, and it's just the crescendo of nature, and that sound is so special, and you feel really privileged to be a part of it. There's so many pressures these days to conform to a certain style or to grow certain things because they're the latest must-have plant. But honestly, if you don't like the taste of it, what's the point? So, don't be too swayed by external influences. Just go with your heart and choose what you know you like to eat. I don't think I would be a gardener without the guidance of my mum and dad. They were smallholders. Again, my childhood memories are of gardening, of picking tomatoes with dad, making rose perfume with my mum in the garden, or pressing a four-leaf clover that we found at the top of the field. That love of horticulture was really instilled with me, and it is thanks in no small part to my mum and dad's career in horticulture. I know in this world of instant everything these days, we don't have much patience, but really as a gardener, you will find out it's a lot less painful if you can have patience. I've trained the fruit trees in this garden from scratch, so I bought them as little whips, years ago, 6, 7, 8 years ago, and to train them as espaliers or fans and cordons, I find that immensely satisfying, and it takes time. You can't rush that job. I'd really hope to think that my gardening legacy would be to encourage people to try and experiment. That's what I'm always doing. Don't be afraid to try. I stubbornly do pursue little hunches that I have about things that I think, can I push the limits of this crop? How resistant is this plant to such and such a pest? Don't be afraid just to be open-minded. You've got to just push those boundaries, and that's how, when you really do learn the limits of gardening, and in all honesty, there's very few of them. Fill your garden with what you absolutely love. It's just such a lovely feeling to grow what you really do like. So don't be afraid of that.